Because I'm Hannah Montana. Me, Miley.
You may know Miley as the girl who used to rock a blonde wig in Double Life as Hannah Montana and the queen of wholesome Disney vibes. Well, she's had quite the upgrade since then, and you've missed out on a lot. Miley has dropped the wig, dropped the good girl act, and has become a global star, picking up 2 Grammys along the way. But apart from this, she's also acquired a taste for expensive things, like a collection of vintage guitars that is the envy of any collector. Her guitar collection is valued at $20,000, though it's my bet most people would shell out up to $1 million to take that collection off her hands. But we're just getting started. From sprawling estates to supercars, here are the stupidly expensive things Miley Cyrus owns. By the way, if you like videos like this and would love to see more like it, then go ahead and give us a like and subscribe below. Let's begin with real estate, because when you have been gracing the scene since age 13, you need places where you can take a break from time to time. Back in 2011, Miley got herself a little starter home in Studio City, California for a cool $3.9 million. No big deal. She was fresh off her 3rd studio album, Can't Be Tamed, and decided she needed her own space to unwind from all that not being tamed. The house was a mid-century style mansion with 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a saltwater pool. Next stop, Hidden Hills, where Miley decided she needed a 5.5-acre horse ranch with a vineyard. Yes, a vineyard, because regular wine just won't do for Miley apparently. She dropped around $5 million on this place, complete with 5 bedrooms, a wine cellar that fits 1,000 bottles, and a barbecue setup to feed a small army. Bonus points for the 10-stall barn and 1-acre riding ring. This place was basically part country club, part winery, and all kinds of extra. She sold it 3 years later for about the same price, but we're sure she got some good stories out of it. Before she released her hit song Malibu, Miley and then partner Liam Hemsworth bought a $2.5 million mansion in, well, Malibu. The house formerly belonged to her producer, Matthew Wilder. However, what joyful memories they were planning to create did not last long when things went south with the 2018 Woolsey fire, causing the house to burn down.
Did you just give $500,000 to the fire? There were fires in Malibu. Your house burned
Your house
down.
was destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Miley was away on business, and Liam managed to make it out in time with the pets. Now, Miley may live in California, but you can't take Tennessee out of the girl. In 2017, she picked up a $5.8 million ranch near Nashville, which came with a farmhouse aesthetic and a serious dose of shiplap. The 7,000 square foot main house had a wraparound porch, a screened porch fireplace, and more reclaimed wood than you can shake a stick at. She sold it in 2022 for $14.5 million, basically doubling her money and then some. Who says country life isn't profitable? Fast forward to 2020. Miley and her mom, Tish, who is an interior designer, teamed up to turn a $5 million Hidden Hills mansion into a colorful rockstar palace. They took an all-white, minimalist home and gave it a makeover that included a glam room with leopard print, a psychedelic music studio, and even a Gucci tiger wallpaper. She eventually sold it a year later for $7.2 million. In 2022, Miley circled back to Malibu with a $7.9 million Mediterranean-style mansion. The place came with all the trimmings, a double-height foyer, a billiards room, and a formal dining room fit for a dozen guests. Of course, with Tish in the mix, the house will probably get a little extra Cyrus-style flair. If you thought Miley's taste in houses was impressive, buckle up. She's also a car girl. Yes, the queen of Wrecking Ball has a garage full of rides that could make any car enthusiast do a double take. And she acquired her taste for luxurious cars pretty early. Her very first car was a teeny boxy Smart for 2, gifted to her at 15 by Smart. It came with custom decals that read Miley, Girls Night Out. Small, practical, and packed with early 2000s charm, this tiny ride was her intro into the world of cars, before she got behind the wheel of anything that could hit 200 miles per hour. For her 16th birthday, Miley received a 2008 Porsche Cayenne GTS. I mean, what better way is there to celebrate passing your driver's test? With 405 horsepower and a Bose sound system, this sporty SUV made a bold statement. Customized with a touchscreen and Bose speakers, this was Miley's introduction to luxury SUVs. Next up is the $127,000 Mercedes-Benz SL 550. This sleek white convertible has a classic Mercedes vibe, a 5.5-liter V8 engine with 382 horsepower, and a 0 to 60 time of 5.3 seconds. A bit later in her teenage years, Miley added a McLaren MP4 12C to her garage. Known for its signature scissor doors and F1-inspired engineering, this McLaren is all about speed. and cost her about $130,000. There's also the $90,000 Tesla Model S she bought in 2019, and the Range Rover sports car. This time around, she dropped $162,000 to get the car for her pets. With 288 horsepower, a 0 to 60 time of under 6.8 seconds, and room for a third row of seats, it's got all the space and comfort they, and any future furry companions, could ever need. Rounding out the luxury lineup is Miley's Maserati Quattroporte, a sleek Italian luxury sedan with a price tag of around $140,500. Fashion has always been one of the iconic things about Miley Cyrus, and the singer has gone through more fashion phases than most of us go through pairs of socks. Starting from her days as Hannah Montana and that signature blonde wig. After years of hinting she wasn't just Hannah Montana off camera, Miley made it official with the 2012 release of Bangers. The Disney gloves came off, and in their place, a blonde pixie cut, a fierce red lipstick, and her famous stuck-out tongue phase. These days, she might be embracing a toned-down style, but that doesn't mean she's holding back on the spending. No, she still splurges on her fashion choices. We're talking expensive outfits like the one she wore to The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. This look tallied up to an eye-watering $42,847.50, and the bulk of that was the bling. She wore a Miu Miu open-back mini dress for $2,965, then went all out with safety pin earrings, to be specific, diamond safety pins, for $660, plus $1,222.50 in Huggy hoops. The showstoppers of the outfit, though, were her $18,000 gold and diamond bracelet and a $20,000 pave diamond link bracelet. This outfit probably had its own security detail. And there's her 2019 Met Gala look, a fashion fever dream with a total estimated cost of $541,795. Most of that price tag came from her Bulgari emerald and diamond bracelet, valued at a casual $500,000. Add $40,800 Serpenti diamond and emerald earrings, and she finished the look with $995 Saint Laurent Page platform sandals. Then there's the engagement ring, courtesy of now ex-husband Liam Hemsworth. This wasn't just any ring, it was a $250,000 jaw dropper that mixed classic style with modern sparkle. The diamond was a massive cushion-cut rock that's over 100 years old and still in its original form. Basically, it's like the vintage Chanel of engagement rings. Sure, the marriage didn't last, but maybe Miley got to keep the ring, and we got a Grammy-winning breakup anthem out of it.
I just won my first Grammy!
Here's the deal. When you're a pop star, you get to go all out with your obsessions, like owning a full-on menagerie of pets. Miley Cyrus is not just an animal lover, she's an animal collector.
No, I love pigs more than kids, to be honest
You
with
do?
me.
Okay.
Clearly, I just want to keep getting as many dogs as possible.
If Tennessee allowed unicorns, we're pretty sure she'd have one galloping around her yard. Right now, her furry and not so furry family includes 8 dogs: Angel, Barbie, Happy, Bean, Emu, Kate Moss, yes, really, Tanny, and Daisy. Then there's Puddles the pig, 2 horses named Pumpkin and Dumplin', and 3 cats called Lilo, Kiki, and Harlem. At this point, we can say that her house isn't just a mansion, it's practically an animal shelter. Caring for this whole zoo costs serious cash. On average, most cat and dog owners spend about $1,200 to $1,400 annually, with horses costing up to $10,000 to $15,000 in maintenance. And we haven't counted the pigs yet. Safe to say, Miley is doling out up to $50,000 a year to take care of her pets. Now let's talk tattoos. Miley has come a long, stress the long, way since her Hannah Montana days. And let's just say her ink collection isn't exactly Disney approved. Gone is the squeaky clean, blonde wearing wig version of herself. Now she's got over 70 tattoos, covering everything from her arms to her ribs. Basically, she's turned herself into a walking art gallery. Sure, they might not have a price tag like a private jet, but Miley's tattoos are no bargain bin tats either. She's working with some of the best in the business, so we're guessing each one runs about $200 minimum. That brings a grand total of at least $14,000 for all those tattoos. That's a lot of ink and probably a few regrets if we're being real. So how does one go from being a teen icon to one of the biggest names in the music industry? Well, if you want to do it Miley style, you have to dabble into everything. Fashion, cosmetics, philanthropy, you name it, she's tried it all. She's launched a clothing line, a fragrance, and her own foundation. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she announced a line of furniture next, because what hasn't Miley done? And of course, there's her acting days. While there's the popular Hannah Montana moment, she has been featured in other movies like Bolt, The Last Song, LOL, and So Undercover. She even voiced the character Mainframe in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, because apparently saving the galaxy was just another Tuesday for Miley. And when it comes to brand deals, Miley's got it covered. She's partnered with Converse, Marc Jacobs, Walmart, and Gucci. Yes, Miley is also a Gucci girl through and through, and the face of Gucci's Flora Fantasy fragrance line, which basically makes her a walking, talking Gucci ad, in a good way. Not only does she model their couture, but she also has her own collection of custom pieces made just for her. At this point, you best believe that if there's a big brand out there, Miley has probably been the face of it at some point. As for her tours, let's just say she's been busy. With over 200 shows across 6 concert tours, her Bangers tour alone grossed over $62 million. Clearly, she knows how to pack a stadium. With all this hustle, Miley's net worth is sitting pretty at $160 million. Not bad for a girl who started with a blonde wig and a guitar.